Hello, I am going to show you how to make seed crackers that we usually have in spring, although you can have them in any season. And if you're really missing out on your regular cracker fixation, then this is an alternative that you can try, and they're so easy to make. And they're kind of can be a raw food if you want them to be as well, but we are not going to do it that way. So come and take a look. This is 1 cup of flax seeds mixed in 1 1/4 cups of water, and see how it gets kind of gelatinous. You only have to mix those together for about half an hour. Just throw them in, mix. Throw the flax in the water, mix, and just leave it aside for half an hour, and it will form this gluey consistency. I did this yesterday, so it's been sitting overnight, and I've never left it that long, so we'll see how it goes. So we've got 1 cup of flaxseed, 1 cup of sunflower seeds, 1 cup of pumpkin seeds, and another thing that you can do is instead of 1 cup of flax, you can use half a cup of flax seeds and half a cup of chia seeds. Both of those form this gluey, gelatinous consistency. And they're both great for your gut, your good bacteria in your microbiome, and they have antioxidants, which is great for your health. So once you have your seeds mixed, you can add whatever flavorings you like. Some people like to add sun-dried tomato chopped up with some salt and some herbs like basil and oregano. What I like to do is I will add to this mixture 2 teaspoons of salt, pink Himalayan, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of caraway seed. And I get this at the local health food store. And it reminds me of rye bread. It just has that flavoring with the caraway seeds. It kind of reminds me of Stephen's family. They used to always have rye bread on hand. And I can smell it as I mix this. Just the smell is just, I can't wait till this is ready. So everything's mixed in. And now all we need to do is spread it out on a pan. So there are hardly any ingredients. You spread it out, pour it out. Okay. So what you're going to do is just spread it out until you've got a rectangle. It can be, depending on the size of your pan, you can use 2 pans. What I've done in the past is I've split the recipe into 2 batches, and I have flavored one with an imagined group of herbs. I think that time I used oregano and basil and the sun-dried tomatoes that I mentioned to you. And you just experiment. They're always good. Even if all you added was salt, these would taste delicious. So you don't have to worry about ruining it because you're experimenting. And we're always encouraging people to experiment. So there we go. The more you experiment, the more confident you get, the more you learn what you like, and the more more you're able to recognize the kind of recipes that you're likely to like or not. And the more you're likely to discover foods that you will like or not. New things that you haven't tried before. Okay, so I've got a rough rectangle here. I've neatened up the sides. And before you put it in the oven at 350 degrees, what you want to do is score it into the size of whatever cracker you want to make. So I use this rubber spatula, and I just score it down the middle. And I will score, let's go this way. Okay. And then I will go into thirds, I think, this way. So the smaller you make them, the more that you'll have. If you make them larger, you'll just probably eat less at a time. So score them this way. And now what I will want to do is score them this way. And I think I'll just go down the middle of these two sides. There we go. Now, depending on how you spread these out, they're going to be thicker crackers or thinner crackers. This is a pretty big pan, so I've put them all in one, and they're going to be pretty thick. So I might have to cook them for a little longer than 30-35 minutes, but we'll see, and we'll continue this after. Okay, so this came out of the oven about 5 minutes ago, and it was in the oven for about 35 minutes. And as you can see, since you've already scored them, you can just take them individually. So the bottom of these are just a little bit moist. So what I'm going to do is turn them over and stick them back in the oven for about, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, so that I know that they're nice and crispy. And at that point, you're done and you can enjoy them. Oops. Okay, that's it. They're out of the oven. They're prettier on top. They're pretty big and they're pretty thick. I turned them over and put them in for another 15 minutes. And now, as you can see, Stephen has gotten at them already. Normally I cut them a little smaller than this, and they last a little longer. But they're so quick to make. It's like 5 minutes and they're whipped together and in the oven. So they're easy to make. They snap. They're dry, and I am going to enjoy them now. So this is one snack option, and I hope you enjoy it.